get to the top of Gong, but all these cows keep on stopping us. The cows don't got a shepherd. We're gonna be here for days. We can't kind of like shepherd them with the car, right? Maybe that can be my new calling. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Watch your step.
What did we just do, Lauren?
We just peed behind the trees.
It's a nice little pee area.
Are you videoing? No.
Lauren fell. But it was very graceful. Thanks for warning me that it's slippery there.
I'm taking one for the team. Now it's time to go back home. So, some fun facts about driving here in Kenya. If you notice, the cars are on the opposite side of the road, and so is the steering wheel. It's normally where Diane is currently sitting. But something that we always tend to do on accident, so normally in the States, we have the windshield wipers and the blinker are on the opposite side, so a lot of times we'll accidentally hit the windshield wipers instead of the blinker. For clarification, the gas and brake are on the same side as the States, and I was really worried about that when I was coming here because I wasn't sure, but praise the Lord, that is the same. It can also be crazy because like these bodas, which are the motorcycles, can do whatever they want. So they can go on the opposite side of the road, they can weave in between cars as you're driving. Traffic here is a lot worse, but you know what? It makes you pay attention while you're driving, as I totally am right now. And it actually isn't as bad once you get the hang of it. But as you notice, my shoulders are burning right now, literally. I forgot sunscreen when we just went hiking, and you know, we're very close to the equator and it's the first time the sun's been out, so getting that base burn before the beach. The rules of the road here, you don't really obey any of them. There's some speed limits, and there's some stop signs, and there's some yield signs, and even some stoplights. But rarely do people actually obey any of them. And so when you're going down the road, and you might even be on the interstate, and the police might be waving at you, and you think, American me, oh my goodness, the police is about to pull me over, because there's not actually police cars here. And lo and behold, all the police are doing is trying to direct traffic. So the main ways of transportation here in Kenya, an average Kenyan will get on what is called a matatu, which is basically a bus that takes a bunch of stops and is crazy. There's even a conductor. You can bargain the price of your matatu. It's kind of crazy. Then we have the boda, which is the motorcycle here. And you can just hop on one, go wherever. The third mode of transportation is a tuk-tuk. And the tuk-tuk is basically kind of like a golf cart, but a three-wheeled golf cart that's covered and is colorful. So the other day, I was watching a Hallmark movie, per usual, you know, and this girl moves to New Zealand, and she starts driving on the opposite side of the road, and it's like this drone shot of her swerving everywhere and going on the opposite side of the road that she's supposed to be on, you know, because she's used to the other side of the road. And I just busted out laughing in my room because I just feel like it's way more relatable, especially to my early days, you know, of driving here in Kenya. You just like naturally want to go to the other road, but you really gotta nail that in. So, you know, another fun fact, at gas stations, Diane, you know, who's my legit camera op right now, she wanted to make sure to tell you that there's no bathroom. So when you road tripping like we are right now, you can't stop and go to the bathroom. So if you need to go to the bathroom, you just gotta pop a squat right next to the road. The other interesting thing about gas stations is that it's like old-timey, because you roll up to there and they're like, hey, over here, and then they pump your gas for you, so you don't even have to get into the car. I mean, out of the car. So roundabouts here are not all hunky-dory like they are in the States. You know, in the States, you just like slowly graze through them and you have your own perfect little lane. Here, not the case. You have matatus coming and you gotta squeeze in front of them, and there's like 3 lanes that aren't lanes, and you just like push your way through. You just gotta like be so aggressive or else you're never gonna get anywhere, and it's literally insane. Over yonder, we have the safari park that we have been through. Mackenzie has driven through it, and it's been a fabulous time, but it's it's very close to the city, so in some of the photos it's kind of weird seeing a lion with the city in the background. So we don't really have a solution here for when accidents happen and people just stay in the road, argue it out, and it builds a ton of traffic, and then it's just this whole mess. So another thing that causes a bunch of traffic jams here in Kenya is the construction. And construction is always happening, it seems like. And cars just don't know how to follow rules, and there's no rules to follow, so it's just a big mess. Oh, there goes my phone. Speed bumps here are horrendous. So whenever you go into a mall, you have to go through security check. So we have to open the doors, open the glove boxes. Sometimes they'll put a mirror under the car to make sure all is good. But sometimes it can be handy because since they know we live here, they'll just let us right on through. And it's nice to get to know the guards. And that is the day, my friends, of driving in Nairobi.